My name is Tosin John. In case some of you might not know me directly, I'm an entrepreneur, and I also help business owners and individuals to gain clarity and focus on what they desire to do in their propositions in order for them to be able to overcome the overwhelm that is associated with running businesses whilst running their homes and whilst having full-time jobs. So my aim and my mission is to help you to have clarity, to have focus on what you're doing in order for you to be able to work on your business and for you to be able to create a life of purpose that you desire and you love. Today, I'm going to be discussing a lot about how we need to focus on what matters. And the reason why I've actually decided to discuss on this very topic is because I see a lot of comments like this one. I'm just going to quickly read for us some of the comments I've seen online about people that are struggling in knowing what to do, in knowing what they need to actually be doing in order for them to move their business forward. I'm just going to read some of the comments I've read online. Someone actually, the person actually posted online and asked about what are they struggling with, and then somebody said there's so many visions, so many dreams, so much to do, but I don't know what the next first step is. And then the next person asked, said, tell me more about the next first step, please. He said, that's it, I don't even know, like I don't know where to start. What's the next step? Should I do a mastermind? Should I build my list? Do I need to create my FB page separate for my business page? Do I use FB? Should I focus on Instagram? And then somebody else said, I feel like that same way. There's lots of moving parts that should be connected. And in all of the courses I've taken, it feels like there's still some kind of disconnect from step to step. But as I'm writing this, I remember a podcast that said that people think that being an entrepreneur is a linear process, and it's not. So that is probably what we are hiccuping over. So we had better get comfortable with just jumping somewhere. And then someone else, absolutely, just take one action that moves you closer to starting your business, whatever that is. And then one of the comments that I also wanted to also highlight for us to see why this is actually a problem, and I just wanted to provide the little help what has helped me over time. And this is one of the comments. It said, what is the thing that you're struggling with, and why do you struggle to focus? It says, someone said, this is me. I used to be very good at focusing for hours, but it's like I'm not used to it anymore. And then somebody said, my idea is that I still need to find clarity as of what I want to focus on. And I'm always in doubt as to what the one thing that will move the needle for my business is. So in other words, I keep jumping from one thing to another, and I feel pulled in 1,000,000 directions. I am sure that when I find out one thing, I'll be able to shut off all my fears of missing out something and just go ahead with what is right for me and focus on that. I said, and the next reply said, that makes perfect sense. Once you are clear on your business vision and goal, then your focus will naturally sharpen. I'm going to be sharing with us. I've just created a workbook or a worksheet, whatever you would like to call it, or an exercise that is really going to help us to nail this, being able to focus on your business area. What I've discovered over time and what I've learned from a lot of research, from my personal experience, from reading about a lot of these entrepreneurs, reading about their podcasts, listening to their podcast and reading up on them, how they've been able to be where they are, is that the top world achievers don't necessarily get more tasks done than we do. What they do is they focus on those things that actually matter, and they leave the other things that don't matter to other people. So they actually outsource the things that don't actually make direct income for them. But we may not be at a stage where we are able to actually earn income for us to be able to outsource certain parts of our business. But what we need to actually do that will help us right now is to be able, first and foremost, to decide. You need to decide what you want. You need to decide what is important to you. If you do not decide what's important to you, there is no, all of the time what you just find out is you're feeling all over the place. You feel like, oh yes, I need to join a mastermind, I need to have my own mastermind, I also need to do my Facebook, I also need to post every day, I need to post on Facebook, I need to post on Instagram, I need to be on LinkedIn, I need to be on Snapchat. You will find out that you are self two things, and there is no way you can focus or you can actually work better, because you're having so many things floating around in your head that you need to do, but you could not actually find the time or the focus to actually do it appropriately. So what you want to do, the first thing I have here is for you to decide what's truly important. You need to decide what's truly important. What's the one goal? I'm going to take, for instance, if you have it as part of your plan to have a business, you want to have a website. Every business at this stage should have a website, even if it's just to be a signboard for you to say, yes, I'm alive, this is what I do, this is how to get in touch with me. You need a website. That's standard. So if, for instance, you want to have a website and you don't have that website, you need to decide, okay, I need to have this website by June 2020. So once you nail that one particular goal, because what we have is there's a million things I want to do. Every time I'm adding to my list, every time I'm adding to my list, every time I'm adding to my list. But that list is going to keep getting longer unless I decide to take one thing. It's very hard. Trust me, I know. Some people will say, but how can you just do one thing when you need to do 10 things? 10 things. So you need to decide, if I'm going to be working on my website for the next 3 months, no distractions, no side looks, nothing whatsoever. You need to say, yes, I'm just focusing on my website, and these are the things I need to do. First, I need to decide on the name. I need to buy the domain name. I need to decide, am I going to design my website myself? Am I going to outsource it? How much is it going to cost me? So you need to decide on that one particular goal that will move your business forward. If it is also in your personal life, you want to lose weight, let that be the only thing that actually you are concentrating 70% of your time to achieve. If I want to if losing weight is my priority right now, I need to focus on that, because there is no way I can want to lose weight, then I want to run a marathon, I want to build a business, I want to do charity. There's a lot of things, and all of those things, they will impact on the time I have to work on the goal I have in front of me. And so once you have been able to clearly define that one goal, you'll be able to now decide. First you define, then next you decide when you want to achieve that goal. It said when you don't decide the time, when you don't decide when this will be achieved, that means you have not even set yourself a goal. You have not even set yourself a task already. So you need to decide when you want to achieve that goal. So first you define what that goal is, then you decide when you want that goal to be achieved. And once you decide when that goal to be achieved, then we need to work backwards. That is what I've been able to do in my business, in my life, in everything I do. First, I define, this is what I want to do. Then I decide when I want to do it, and then it helps me to work backwards. So once I decide I want to have my website in June, all right, then in order for me to work backwards, I need to create a blueprint. That is what will help you to focus in order to achieve that. You need to create a blueprint. Every single step that will help me to achieve that particular goal, I need to create it. I need to write it down. So if I'm going to build a website, what are all the things I need to do? A brain dump. I don't need to put a date yet. I don't need to put a time yet, but I need to do a brain dump of everything I'm going to be doing in order for me to be able to achieve that particular task. So first I said I want to build my website and I want it up and ready. It doesn't need to be 100% ready. I just want to launch June 30th. So everything I need a domain name, I need a web host, I need to write down everything that I want, all the tabs, all the menus I want for my website to have. What message am I going to pass across? How would people contact me? Everything. I just need to think through and if you don't know what you need, then you need to research. You need to go online, find out what it takes, find out what you need to achieve that goal. Let that be the blueprint. Let that be the task. Let that be your to-do list. And so once that is the only thing, it's very hard to eliminate those things that are not important. But you've got to decide. The power you have to be able to achieve anything is for you to have a strong determination to eliminate those things that are not important and to focus on those things that matters. I'm going to be the link in the comment that is for the worksheet and the the exercise that will actually help you to nail down all the things that you need to do. So that worksheet, I've actually designed it for you to be able to decide, create a list of the things, all your business plans, all your business desires, all your goals, everything you want to achieve. Then in that particular worksheet, there's another section for you to decide on the top 3 things that you can do right now for you to move your business forward. Having 20 things I need to do for my business is not helping. Having 30 things I need to do for my business is not helping. What is going to help you is to focus first on the first 1, 2, 3. If one is a big task that you cannot do within 1 or 2 days, find something that you can actually see. When you actually begin to take the steps that you need, once you begin to take the steps you need, it builds your confidence. For instance, the comments about people that I've mentioned now, waiting, not knowing and waiting to know what that first step is what grants people, is what stops them, is what hinders them, what does not make them to move forward. But once you are able to just decide on this task, this is what I want to do. You know what you want to do, but having to, I don't know if I should join a mastermind, should I create my Facebook page? If you decide, okay, you know what, in order to move my business forward, my Facebook page is what I want to do. Decide. Once you decide on that, taking the next step becomes easier. Once you decide, Facebook page is what I want to create first, my Instagram page is what I want to build first, you've decided on that, then focus on just the task that will move that goal into achievement. And then how would I, if Facebook page is what you want to create, find out, go on YouTube, find out how do I set up my Facebook page, my Facebook business from my personal account. If you cannot even decide, should I have my own Facebook page different from my personal page? You know what? If Facebook, well, let me mention this to you, Facebook would not allow you to use your personal Facebook for business purposes. So you either have to have one business page if you are the brand, or you need to create a business page separate from your personal. I just wanted to let you know that in case some of you are thinking to use your personal page for business purposes, Facebook will block you at some point. So it's very important that I wanted to mention that. So if you decided you wanted to create your business Facebook page, what you need to do now, you need to find out, how do I do it? How do I create it? Even sometimes just playing around. I've been able to learn a lot of things about Facebook page, Facebook groups, just from playing around. Find the time, create the time to look around, go on YouTube, so many videos that will help you on how you can actually set these things up. Unless you decide on what you want to do, unless you actually decide this is what I want to do, then begin to create the steps to fulfill that one thing. But having in mind, should I do this, should I do that, it grinds you to a halt. It stops you in your tracks. So that is why I've actually created the worksheet that I've actually sent the link into the comments. I want you to go through it. It will really help. It will actually help you to decide on what you want to do, how you want to take your business and life forward. My goal is to help you get clarity. My goal is to help you focus. And if there's any way that you think there are some things that you've been challenged with in your business, if there's just, you can send me a DM on Instagram. You can message me on Facebook as well, or just say, Tosin, this is where I've been stuck in the past. I'm available to help you. I'm available to actually, give you all the support that you need in order for you to get the results that you want. That's my mission. That's my vision, is to be able to help entrepreneurs gain clarity and focus on what their proposition is, and for them to overcome the overwhelm. Because as a business owner, I run multiple businesses. I've got 3 children. I also have to look after the home, also be there for them. So I do know sometimes these things can get overwhelming. But what has actually helped me is what I'm giving to you. I've been able to come to terms with the fact that I cannot do everything all at once. I have so many desires. I have so many plans, big plans for my business. But I do know that I cannot do everything all at once. And what helps me to take one step at a time to get closer to those dreams is by taking the little ones I can start now, the little step that I can start now. They said a drop does not make an ocean. It's the little droplets of water every day, the little steps that you do every day. It's just like someone that wants to bring down a tree. You do not cut down a tree with one strike. I haven't seen it. I don't know if anyone has seen it. They can let me know. I would like to watch a video of that. You cannot bring down a mighty tree with one strike. It's the little cuts, the little effort, the little, banging on that tree every day, every second, every minute that actually brings down the tree. So if you want to make real progress in your work, if you want to make real progress in your business, it's the little steps that you put in every day, the little work you put in every day. Sometimes what I learned, I actually did a digital marketing training, and what I learned from the trainer is this, and it was very profound what I found out. She said that sometimes the little bits of work that we put in, sometimes it doesn't look like we're doing much, but you need to consistently, persistently carry on doing the work. Before you know it, everything begins to fall into place. Before you know it, everything begins to tie everything together. So you need to make sure that you do not get discouraged, you do not get tired, you do not give up. Basically, it may seem like you're not doing much, it may seem like you're not achieving much with the little work that you're doing, but carry on doing it, persistently do it, and one day everything will just tie together, and you will see, oh my, the tree is down and the ocean is here because of the little work you've been putting in every day. I'm just going to I just wanted to give us a little bit of nudging today. If you've been struggling to focus on what to do, if you've been struggling to focus on how to move your business forward, I hope this little live video has been able to help you in order for you to know what step you need to take. And if, for instance, if you have, and if you're running your own business and you want me to be able to look into it for you, to find out what the next step should be for you, for us to sit down together to create your blueprint of what you need to be working on. If you're struggling to find out what that next step should be, I'm available. You can book 30 minutes free strategy call with me through the Facebook page, and I'll be able to sit down with you for us to create a blueprint of what you need. We need to look at where you're going. Once you know where you're going, that is what I always do with my clients. See where you're going, then we work backwards. Once we know what your end goal is, we work backwards. Working backwards helps us to create the blueprint for us to be able, for you to be able to move forward. And so if you click on the link in the comments, I've actually dropped the link in the comment for you to grab the worksheet. That worksheet is uploaded in Google Drive. If you do not have a Google account as a business owner, it's a no. Please, please, please do yourself a big favor. It will help you so much. Have a Google account. If that is the one task that you're going to do today, I'm challenging you to do that one thing today. Open a Google account, and then you'll be able to download the worksheet for you to be able to sit down, go through, do a brain dump of all the activities, of all the tasks, of all the things that you desire to do in your business, and then you'll be able to pick one thing. Thinking about it is overwhelm. Worrying about it is overwhelm. Overwhelm is a choice. You can actually continue to worry about it, or you can decide to actually work on it. So I hope this will be able to help you move forward in your business. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, drop it for me and I'll be able to answer any questions that you might have. If you want me to help you in any way to create the blueprint for you to take your next step, like I said, you can actually message me and I'll be willing to sit down with you, or you can book the strategy call, a strategy meeting with me, and I'll be able to help you. If there's any topic that you would like me to discuss, drop it in the comments and I'll be able to give you the direction in your business. And bye for now, and I wish you the very best. Thank you.